This is Andrew Huberman, and you've probably seen him somewhere on social media.
The dopamine system is really important.
Now, he's a neuroscientist and an expert on creating the best daily habits and routine to help you live a more successful and fulfilling life. Over the next 24 hours, I'm going to be challenging myself to do Huberman's daily routine, because everybody knows that 24 hours is enough to build long-term successful habits. But what is Huberman's daily routine?
Alexa, shut the fuck up.
I tend to wake up sometime around 6 a.m., 6:30, and I write down the time in which I woke up. Second thing I do after I wake up is I make a beeline for sunlight.
So the sun not being out really fucked up my plans, but I try to stay as productive as possible until the sun came up. Now, Huberman says the first thing that he does in the morning is head straight for natural sunlight. He says it's the best thing that you can do for your wakefulness, your metabolism, your sleep later on in the day. The sun didn't start coming up until about an hour after I was awake, so I try to stay as productive as I could, reading, writing down my goals for the day, making sure I turn on all the lights in the house. Now, there's two things that I think are gonna make this day a little bit more challenging. One is that I'm naturally a night owl, so I can easily stay up till 2 or 3 a.m. It's the moment that I sit down and stop moving that I start to crash. Now, the second thing is that I'm a person that wakes up hungry. So like right now, I'm already really hungry and I don't get to eat for another 5 hours.
I purposefully delay my caffeine intake to 90 minutes after I wake up. I just drink water. I also put a little bit of sea salt in the water.
Now, he doesn't specify why he drinks lemon and salt water, so I tried looking it up to find out. Now, after a quick Google search, I was able to find out that it may provide a better overall mineral balance, help promote proper food and water absorption in your body, and improve the uptake of essential nutrients.
Do you like the way I flick my tongue or no?
Now, Huberman's morning routine is very structured and intentional, right? There's a purpose behind everything that's done, whether it's, in the morning, getting immediate sun exposure or doing yoga nidra. These are all gonna help cognitive function, help your sleep, and just overall help you optimize your day. Now, the only other thing that Huberman's allowed to drink besides the lemon and salt water is gonna be AG1s. Now, I'm gonna go see if I can find some. Now, after a quick Google search, I was able to find out that it's basically another Influencer Greens product that costs $99 and after seeing what the AG1s look like compared to blended up grass, I knew what I had to do. $99 for that shit. You know how much this was? Free. Will do this for you guys. It's basically the same shit. We're ready for our yoga nidra, which I thought was a little bit more similar to actual yoga, but it's more of a form of meditation. Now, Huberman will do this anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, kind of as a morning reset.
This is Allie.
After about 30 minutes of the meditation, I felt energized and ready to go, which I think is really important for what's about to happen next. Deliberate cold exposure.
Get under some cold water. First hour or so after waking, 1 to 3 minutes of cold water exposure will wake you up because of that adrenaline release, and it will serve to increase your core body temperature.
All right, we're done with our cold exposure, which means now we're on to our 90 minutes of uninterrupted work.
90-minute bout of work. And that's typically phone off and out of the room.
I need you to hide this for the next 90 minutes and don't tell me where it's at. This 90 minutes was probably the most productive I felt in a really long time. I never realized how often I pick up my phone to check notifications or see what's going on in other people's lives. When it's off in a way you have no distractions and can really dive in and focus on what the task is at hand. Now it's time for about an hour of physical activity. Now, Huberman doesn't necessarily specify what exactly you have to do for that physical activity. What we're gonna do is we are going to maximize our time that we have here, and we wanna make sure that we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'll be right back.
What are you doing, step bro?
47 seconds. We still got about an hour left, so I think we should probably gym or something. I don't know. Now, Huberman delays his caffeine intake 2 hours after he wakes up. So we have the yerba mate right here. I don't like coffee. That's not good. All right, we got our morning walk, we got our workout, our yoga, our greens, and we also got our lemon and salt water. Now we are officially to our first meal of the day. My stomach has been hurting this entire morning. I've been hungry since like 7:30. He's really, really big on intermittent fasting. The ribeye steak along with some broccoli, and that's all we're gonna have for this one. We're gonna eat this and then get on with the rest of the day. So now we're gonna go get some cardio done. We have 30 minutes, so let's get it done. After knocking out the evening run, we were finally almost finished with the day. Getting back home to knock out the last meal of fish and his first bit of carbs all day long, I think it's safe to say that this day was packed. But something that I noticed is that he really places a heavy emphasis on the morning routine, setting your day up for success so that way you can decide what you want to do later. Out of everything that we did today, I feel like 80% of the effort was geared towards the morning routine. After wrapping up a little bit more work, it was time for the sleep routine, which is one of the most important aspects of his whole routine.
Bright lights inhibit melatonin.
No screens, no phones. Turning on red lights can also help create a conducive environment for sleep. According to Dr. Huberman, sleep is the best stress relief, trauma release, immune booster, and emotional stabilizer. So no wonder this entire routine is geared towards optimizing it. But now, it's my turn. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.